Let's see, there's a Palworld trailer, motherfucker. Palworld trailer was really sad. Building the world's first person Palworld gameplay trailer. I don't see nothing new. This dude shared his impressions of it though. Let's see. Let's go this week. Is this it? Hokage here? Pokemon working in the fetish. I've seen this one already. Here, let's see. Let's play these trailers.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Kid son. Hey, the shooting don't look bad. Who won it? The Blicky Mon. Game of the year, meme of the year. Palworld's the best game ever. I know the developers are eating it up because you niggas are marketing their game for them. This game ain't even came out, and that ever since like last week, game of the year, best game ever. Y'all marketing the game for them. It's become a meme. But jokes aside, the gameplay doesn't look bad. Is this a multi-plat? I don't know. Hey, look. I know it's on PC and Xbox. I don't know if it's on PlayStation. Let's see, Palworld. It is, nope, it's an Xbox exclusive. It's coming to Xbox and PC. All right, let's see what this dude's first impressions are. I've never seen this dude's channel before. Laserbolt. Is anybody familiar with Laserbolt? He's a good reviewer. Go ahead and put that on 1.5. No PS4, nigga. Shut up. Oh jeez, no PS4. Oh shit! Shout out to Y2K with the raid.
Early. I have 30+ hours into the game.
God damn.
Do I got a lot of things to talk about? But I do want to address something before we get into the video.
Hey, respect to these game reviews. There's like several that I watch. Like they reviewing every new game, and they always, I got 20, 30, 40, 50 hours. I'm like, you niggas do not sleep, bruh. Or exercise. Do y'all eat?
I want to kind of go over a lot of questions I've been seeing on my previous video, which was a preview to Palworld, and I want to cover those primary questions first before we get into the mini part of the video. Now, as a full disclaimer, I do want to let you guys know.
Jokes aside, though, like I feel like this could run on the PS4. This is not a next gen like looking game.
And I won't be able to say too much information about the game until the 16th of January, which I will be streaming the game early. So if you want to see early gameplay, if you have a question, I want you to do me the favor and drop the question down below.
Bro, I'm gonna get to your opinion.
Let's go ahead and answer one of the biggest questions that everybody seems to be asking in the comment section down below. Is not so much the date the game is getting released, but when exactly you're able to.
They sell brand new PS4s at Walmart. It's Walmart. What did you expect? It's fucking Walmart. His voice sounds like that because I got it sped up. It's gonna sound like higher, but it's Walmart, nigga. You're not gonna get the latest at Walmart. Like the fuck?
Play the game.
Go to Target. Grow up.
At 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So basically, that is midnight. Now this is Pacific Standard Time, so you're on the East Coast. That's
sped it up to 1.5.
If you're Central Time,
because the video is 10 minutes.
A different hour, so 2 a.m.
This is
depending.
Like for those of you who don't understand, like in terms of efficiency, if you want to absorb more info and knowledge, put that bitch on 1.5. You will be able to understand them and watch the video. Instead of a 10-minute video, it's now a 5-minute video. Now, if you put it on 2 or like 1.75, it's going to be moving too fast and you can't understand them. But if you want to absorb more information quickly, put it on 1.5. You'll save time, trust me.
Where you are,
and they still get their watch time.
As soon as it comes out, just be up at 12 midnight Pacific Standard Time, and you will get access to the game. Now, another thing I do want to address and want to make sure I make extremely clear is that remember, this is a early access game, and
makes sense with them stretching everything. Yep.
This ain't a full release.
I watched the same video earlier.
New stuff as the game progresses, and we're going to talk a little bit about that further in the video. Now, another question that I get asked a lot in the comment section down below, if the game is free to play, I try to make it as clear as I possibly could on the video.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, it was 7. Yeah, my bad. Not 2 would make it a 5. My bad. You're right. My fault.
You have to purchase the game, and the price of the game is $29.99 for early access. Now, remember, when the game goes global and it's available for everybody,
that's not bad. It's only $30.
So you want to keep that in mind. If you want to save a couple bucks, you could get it for a lower price if you get it at the entry level.
So yeah, it's this Friday. It's launching early access. It'll be $30, and then when the game's finished, It looks like there's a lot of content already here. It's probably going to cost more, is what he's
of the
saying.
early access.
That's
So
good to
far,
know, at least. If you're interested, get it now.
All right, so another big question that I get asked a lot is regarding the PvP. In my preview video, I mentioned that the game is meant to have PvP. It's supposed to be a PvE focus.
It's on Game Pass too,
with some PvP involved later on as you progress throughout the game. And that is 100% correct. The one thing I want to make sure that I mention very clearly, though, is what I mentioned.
How the fuck did they get away with this? Like, you're allowed to make a Pokemon clone. But this right here, I feel like is a lawsuit. You can't tell me this is not Lucario with a different color scheme. Yo, shout out to Playboy. You're allowed to make a Pokemon clone as long as you have original designs and shit. Anubis, that's fucking Lucario. It's his cousin.
What I mentioned in my previous video is that in the early access state of the game, currently right now, there is no PvP option, but the game is meant to have.
It's so blatant, it's a little crazy, right? And playing with Nintendo is wild.
And they want to know where they
4-player co-op, 32-man servers.
PvP will not be supported at the initial release. So that means in the first month or 3 months or 2 months that the game is out, there won't be any PvP. However, we are currently testing PvP internally and experimenting with different approaches. We want to find out the right type of PvP that fits Palworld, and when it's ready, we will share that news with you. So currently right now, there is no PvP, but PvP is coming. They don't know how they're going to implement it, but eventually it's going to make its way into the game. So for all of you guys...
How y'all feel about it? I mean, it's early access. How y'all feel about it launching with no PvP? I'm cool with that. Like, it looks like there's a lot of content here. I would rather just kind of explore and enjoy the story and like the adventure than like they want to patch the PvP in earlier. It might actually be good for them too. Because if the game is good, if it's fire, people will wait for the PvP. Like, it'll have a moment where like people enjoy the story. They'll max out their builds, like their lineups. People will stop playing it maybe a little bit, and then once they announce the PvP, it would actually probably give it another jolt of energy, and people would come back. This game has a story. It looks like it. There's like cutscenes and shit in it.
There's no PvP. That is the answer. There is PvP. It's just not in the game yet, but PvP is coming. Now, another question I get asked a lot is about the crossplay. Will crossplay be enabled? Now, talking about crossplay, for playing crossplay, you're going to need friends. If you guys are looking for people to play Palworld,
why he say that?
Check out our Discord server, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like if you want to.
I love unintentional comedy. This nigga said for crossplay, you're going to need friends, you fucking loser. Like,
content, because starting the 16th, we're going to have you guys completely covered. So, addressing the question about crossplay, the game is currently going to be available on PC and also on Xbox and Xbox.
I don't believe in any games that offer early access that actually delivers on their promises.
On PC as well.
The only one I'm letting this slide, and I'm saying there might be hope, Black, is because this one is being backed by Microsoft. It's going to be on the Game Pass. So they got some money flowing in, I think. Because in order to be on Game Pass, Microsoft got to pay you up front to even get that shit. That's the only reason. But if it fails, yeah, at least most people will play it on Game Pass. It'll be free for them. So it's like most people, it's going to be a low investment playing this game.
Oh, so Game Pass PC, that's going to be available. But the question you guys are wondering, will crossplay be available between Xbox and Steam? Yes, it will be available, but it won't be available at launch. They're currently working on a system that would allow them to have that available as soon as possible. This means PC Game Pass cannot play with Steam until crossplay is added. Another question I got asked a lot is the game coming to PlayStation 5? Currently, right now, the game is not coming to PlayStation 5, but they said that they are considering it during the development, and maybe when the game goes live completely off of the early access, it will be available on the PlayStation 5. I believe this is due to negotiations.
I mean, BG3 was in early access for 6 years.
Another question that gets asked a lot is controller
on
PC? The answer to that is yes. I am currently playing on a controller, and it's actually pretty good.
Good.
I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about the feel of it in just a bit. Another question that gets asked a lot is, can you play the game offline since it's a
I haven't seen a black
game?
character yet. I know, right?
Can you play it online? The question to that is yes, you can play it offline by yourself or with your friends online. Speaking about your friends online, how does the multiplayer work in Palworld? Well, you can play Palworld with up to 3 friends simply by starting a multiplayer game session.
Nah, it's not going to be on PlayStation.
And then inviting 3 additional friends afterwards. You can create a dedicated server, which will allow up to 32 players in the same world and create guilds. Now, if you want to join the Bold Nation Guild, make sure you guys check us out.
That's cool. So, like, if this game is fire, if you can create your own server, we can basically make our own Discord server, basically, and just run with people that you know.
At launch. There will also be an official server managed by the team that's making the game, where you could choose to either host or make a private server, which is something really great. And one of the things I'm really intrigued to see how it actually plays out. Now, one question that's getting asked a lot is if you're playing as a single player and you want to join someone as a multiplayer, will your character come with you into that multiplayer session? They said currently right now, at the moment, it's a half and half. It's partially yes. They said that the character is bonded to your world and it's not shared across servers or in single player. However, if you are the host of a co-op game, then you can switch between a single player or multiplayer freely. But your guests will not be able to do this. They plan on providing a server-safe transfer method later along development. So basically, guys, if you're playing a game and you're playing single player and you're level 15, let's say, and you join your friends and a multiplayer, you're not going to bring that 15 level character. The only way you're able to do it is if you actually host and you invite your friends. That's the only way it works. So if you want to make sure you guys are constantly leveling together, you're probably going to want to play the sessions at the same time to make sure you guys are leveling accordingly. So that pretty much covers the majority of the questions I got.
Every Pokemon
talk a little bit
in
about
here
the
has
stuff
like a
that I
one-to-one
have
reference.
As I've been
Yeah,
playing
you can tell what character is
now,
supposed
like
to
I
be
said,
what.
we will be streaming the game on January the 16th, so just a couple days from now.
Are you trying to see live gameplay? Somebody streaming it? Yo, shout out to Majestic with the sub.
All your notifications, so you guys know exactly when we go live.
I'm okay. Like, this is enough gameplay for me.
Sometimes YouTube does a
It's
really
called
bad job
Palworld.
of sending out notifications. Now, in addition
Comes
to
out
that, I will be
19th.
posting videos on that specific date, going over like important stuff that I feel that you want to know before you actually get your hands on the game, because we were able to play the game early, and I want to make sure that all the bases are covered in the sense of you guys knowing how to prepare as you get the game. Now, throughout the rest of the week, I will be providing more in-depth videos as we progress based on crafting, best ways to level up, best.
The only reason I feel like this game could be decent is just because like they're not hiding the gameplay. Like there's an abundance of gameplay to give an idea where it's at.
To pick up, all that really good stuff that you want.
Might have started off as a joke, but it seems like they might be actually making a real game.
About the game. Now, like I said, it's going to be extremely important that you have any question about the game.
This is not the day before.
Ask it in the comment section down below, so I can answer that question via the comment section, or I can answer it via the live stream on January the 16th. So that way you guys can know everything you guys would need to know about the game.
That's fucking crazy right there. That seat right there. Is that like the Team Rocket? You get held up?
Currently, right now, as it states, ask it in the comment section down below, so I can answer that question via the comment section, or I can answer it via the live stream on January.
Work the minds, boys. Damn, like this with the Team Rocket in this game got real shooters, bruh. Like there's gotta be a story. Why are you fucking hog tied up right now with some shooters on your ass?
So that way you guys can know everything you guys would need to know about the game. So if you want to see more Palworld guys here on the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends if they have any questions as well. And I'm going to tell you, you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. I will have a review about the game as well, or like a first impression, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that.
I feel like he just gave a first impressions right there. He just dropped a hint right there. He said you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. To me, that was him saying this game is good. I could be wrong, but that's what I got out of that. That's a good sign. They got tired of being jumped by 10-year-olds. Yeah, something like that. Let's see what else we got going on in the streets, man. Got some Tekken 8. I'm gonna be on it this Friday. This week we're gonna be playing. Today I'm gonna start the Prince of Persia, the Prince of Ethiopia. We're gonna be on that, Baldur's Gate, and Palworld, just hopping between them shits. Tekken 8 Zafina reveal. What it do, Zafina? Why does he sound like Porky Pig? Because I had the videos sped up. How about them Cowboys? I don't even watch football, and I know they lost, bro. They must have lost really bad because niggas was hating on the timeline. I'm like, yeah, it must be something going on in football because niggas will not shut up about the Cowboys.
Get ready for the next battle.
I should start hating them for. I don't even watch football. I should start hating on the Cowboys whenever I see people hating on the Cowboys just for impressions and farms.
Tekken 8.
They got thumped hard.
Possesses power. I will hold it in.
Zavina! Oh, I watched this trailer, I think.
Your fate is already decided.
Yeah, this is the one with the Wonder Claw. I saw this one already. We watched this on Friday. I don't know why it popped up in my cell box again. How y'all feel about Eddie DLC? Eddie DLC? I wish they had this announcement to stay on the actual fights. You like the energy of that one? Why the best character gotta be DLC? Because they know cheaters like to play Eddie. Big dick style. It's my art. That's my martial arts style. You know, it'd be funny if like a fighting game, like say like Soul Calibur comes back, right? It'd be funny because you know how Soul Calibur has guest characters. Instead of adding a new black character with the Killmonger hairstyle, it'd be funny if they added Killmonger as a guest character, as like basically just teasing all other game developers and shit, and then give him like lines referencing, like Killmonger comes in Soul Calibur. I look like everybody else. Yo, shout out to Lennon's Barber with the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'd be tapped in if I wish they'd bring Soul Calibur back. Yeah, hey, auntie. This shit is super showing. Shulk. They brought it back and nobody played 6. I played 6. I remember not liking it. I don't think it was that great of a game. I can't wait to play her. The Queen. This is the opening. The greatest war nobody heard of. Perfect anime opening. If this is what the game's soundtrack gonna sound like, this gonna be fire. The Great Tekken War. The devil is being bonded to his DNA. Tekken. Season 1. I don't like this, man. I don't like the game is not even out and they're talking about season 1 DLC. I hate that fighting games do this shit. And then on top of that, it's fucking one of the staples of the game.
Coração ardente, mas cabeça fria.
Eddie's coming. Got them big boulder shoulders, boy. One new character per season. Granted, though, in the trailer, it looks like he's not done. I guess the black man was just an afterthought. He does look like he's still not like there. It looked a little rough. Season pass costs as much as the game. It's bullshit. You know, it's funny you said that. The creator of Smash Bros. Said Nintendo approached him with DLC and said to come back and tell him who they want is and they finish the game when they make it Smash Ultimate. Oh, you saying we're gonna get Killmonger and Smash? That would be lit. That'd be fucking lit. Oh shit. Hey, hold up, y'all. I gotta take this. I gotta take this phone call. Y'all can watch this video. It's 35 minutes. I'll be back. Give me like 10 minutes. Link's ability to try. Somebody asked you where I'm at. Tell them I'm on a fucking phone, bro. 2023 was a hell of a year for us gamers. It seemed like game devs were firing on all cylinders because quality releases happened almost in every genre last year. Today's video is going to explore what I deem the best of the best. I formatted this video almost like a time capsule though. See, this is just as much as a top 10 as it is a look back at some of my favorite moments in 2023. Before I share my top 10, I wanted to share some honorable mentions. This video was hard to make because I played 19 games in 2023 that I genuinely liked, but making a video featuring them all would be too long, so instead enjoy this list of 9 games I'm calling my honorable mentions. My honorable mentions include Hi-Fi Rush, Dead Space Remake, Hogwarts Legacy, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Final Fantasy 16, Diablo 4, Armored Core 6, and Starfield. Yes, I included Starfield on my honorable mentions because although it wasn't great, it wasn't the worst thing that I played this year. It was okay, guys. I know the internet likes to shit on it, but come on, fucking relax. It's not the worst game ever. And with the honorable mentions out of the way, I now present to you my top 10 games of 2023. Coming in at the number 10 spot for one of my best 10 games of 2023 is Capcom's Resident Evil 4 Remake. What the fuck? I'm positive that what the fuck is a collective response from those viewing this video. And the funny part is that's for 2 reasons. On one hand, you have a group of people who aren't familiar with me. They're gonna watch this video and they're gonna be upset that I didn't have Resident Evil 4 Remake higher on my list. These group of people cannot fathom that someone doesn't enjoy Resident Evil as much as them. And to those people, I say, you should be happy Resident Evil 4 even made my list because I had to think hard on whether or not to give this spot to Resident Evil 4 or Hi-Fi Rush. The second group of people who are shocked to see this game made my my list are a group of people who are familiar with me. See, I streamed my entire playthrough of Resident Evil 4 over at twitch.tv/TheBlackHokage, and I absolutely hated the ending to this game. I played the original Resident Evil 4 at a friend's house as a kid, but I didn't own it, therefore this would be my first time playing the whole game to completion. I was not familiar with this game's ending, an ending that led to an infamous rant where many of you shouted I had a skill issue. To those people I say, respectfully, I disagree. I stand on the fact that it is terrible game design to create a game that works one way 95% of the game and then turn around and turn it into something totally different in the final level, especially when the game's clunky mechanics don't support it being a full-blown action game. But with that being said, Resident Evil 4 dropped back in March of 2023, and since then I've had some time to reflect, and I've come to the conclusion that I did enjoy this game for the most part, so much that I am willing to give it the 10 spot on my list. See, when I think of Resident Evil 4, I recall witnessing some of the best visuals and audio of the year. I wouldn't call this game scary, but the sound design did a great job of crafting an eerie environment. There was somebody in this guy. Oh, he came out the closet. Hey, listen, bro, live your truth. I support you. How do I get rid of this shit? Live your fucking truth. I don't care you came out the closet. Ah! I said I don't care! When it stuck to its core gameplay loop, I found the combat to be decent. You'd often run into small skirmishes that felt like death was always just one knock away. And because of that, it forced you to take your time with your shots, and it gave you this sense of satisfaction when you won the fight. But I think my favorite aspect of the combat is when Leon would do his bad impression of Rock Lee. Time for the Leaf Hurricane! Ah! And when I think back on it, Resident Evil 4 Remake did have one of my favorite boss fights in 2023. That fight against Jack in Chapter 14 was a lot of fun. This man had you running through a Nickelodeon Legends of the Hidden Temple ass maze just to get to one of the most shonen fights I've ever seen. I thought the use of the maze to slow you down as well as the verticality in the fight with Jack was very clever. Now, as far as criticisms, I recall the original game getting some flack for the terrible AI, specifically Ashley. For those who haven't played the game, you basically are just rescuing the president's daughter, Ashley, and you have to escort her to safety. In the original game, she was known as a pain in the ass, and Capcom claims they upgraded the AI for this game, but instead of writing some long-winded explanation on why I disagree, instead I'm just gonna let this clip speak for itself.
Ashley!
All in all, Resident Evil 4 is a solid game. If you enjoy the action horror genre, then this might be worth picking up if you haven't played it already. I mean, it was nominated for Game of the Year last year, and I'm confident the Resident Evil community will have a strong presence in the comment section below stating how it was robbed or how this game should be higher on my list. I cleared my sinuses to that one. Jeez. Coming in at the 9 spot is one of the heavy hitters from Nintendo. It's The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is the follow-up to the smash hit that is Breath of the Wild. This time around, Nintendo opted to keep an open world format and make that open world even larger with a heavy emphasis on elevation. The new mechanic introduced in this entry is the engineering mechanic. Early on, Link is given the ability to basically connect any two things together in the world to create something new. This led to some wacky weapons, some unique puzzles, and some mind-blowing vehicles from the community. And this also meant that more simple-minded people like me were bound to look dumb playing this game. Bonk it. Oh no! I'm banning anybody who clipped that. I'm sure you've seen the videos floating around on social media of all the insane things people have built in this game. I've seen people build spaceships, tanks, mech suits, and more, and that's all just to roll down the street and blow up some random encampment of pigs just minding their business. And because this game allowed so much creativity, this made this game just as fun to watch as it was to play. Like, take this interaction I had with someone from the Zelda community in my Twitch chat. You black hairy nigga, I fucked your mom, bitch. I banged her ass, nigga, fat ass. That's what's up, bro. Welcome to the stream. Anything else you want to get off your chest? Another cool thing introduced in this game is Link's ability to travel through surfaces. This introduced some unique puzzles and some unique ways to travel around in the environment. The combat felt tight as well too. So some of you might be wondering why Tears of the Kingdom isn't higher on my list. Well, I liked the game, but this one didn't resonate with me as much as Breath of the Wild. Originally, this was planned to be DLC, and it shows. The story didn't captivate me the same way, and there's large stretches of nothing in the open world. Its engineering mechanic is what I believe will make or break the game for most people. I personally never wanted to be an engineer, so once the initial wow factor of the new mechanic wore off, it became a bit of a chore for me to play. Hold up. I just had to make a big penis. Okay, here we go. Look at your fucking boy. Let's fucking go. Fuck with me. Tears of the BBC. Clip that. Big W. Then there's the performance issues. I'm sorry, but Tears of the Kingdom, aka Tears of the 720p, aka Tears of the 12 frames per second, it really showed its age on the Switch. This game was hard to play because it lacked anti-aliasing, the draw distance was limited, and the frame rate would dip just way too much. I don't want to play a game that's blurry with an inconsistent frame rate. The best version of Tears of the Kingdom is available on PC, and I'm not going to tell you how to play it, but feel free to Google it. It's not hard to figure out. Don't be shocked if Nintendo drops a remastered Breath of the Wild collection with the original game and Tears bundled together when the Switch 2 eventually drops. In the meantime, I think this game is in a decent state at the moment. It's still one of the best games of the year. I think I just have open world fatigue. So this one didn't resonate with me as much as I thought it previously would. Personally, I hope Nintendo goes back to a more semi-open world design with Zelda, with a more emphasis on gadgets, puzzles, and combat, but we'll see. I just pray the Zelda community doesn't attack me for ranking this so low on my list, because honestly, if y'all do attack me, I'm just gonna shout. I just took the meanest fucking back shot. God damn. Oh boy, everyone brace themselves. There's a chance the comment section's about to explode because my number 8 ranked game for 2023 is Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is a solid game. I enjoyed it for what it is. I like the new edition of the wingsuit. The story was cool and it's visually nice to look at. The best way I can describe Spider-Man 2 is it's just a solid PlayStation exclusive. But here's the issue. I played this game already. Well, sort of. This definitely was not in the last Spider-Man game. Oh, hell nah. What the fuck was that? I did not consent to that. This man just violated my whole life. If you look past the glitz and glam of the cutscenes and QTEs, you have a game that's very identical to Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. If I had to compare this to a fast food spot, Spider-Man 2 would be Chick-fil-A. It's delicious, it's consistent, but don't expect the menu to change very often. Chick-fil-A plays to their strengths, and that's exactly what this game did. I just wish Insomniac would have tried to push the needle a little more. What I mean is, you remember that jump from Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 2? Or how about Arkham Asylum to Arkham City? In my opinion, the second game in a trilogy always has the most potential because it allows the dev team to build on the first game while things are still fresh and new for the audience. Spider-Man 2 plays more like the third entry in a trilogy. You know, a game like Jak 3 where you don't expect much new, you're just playing for the conclusion of the story. Then again, I guess Spider-Man 2 is the third game in the series if you think about it, so that wouldn't make sense why the game plays that way. Look man, what disappointed me most about this game is it took one step forward with the flight mechanics, but then the game took 2 steps back due to its lack of polish. I ran into several crashes and bugs during my playthrough. This is Arkham City? Yeah, sure. Okay. This section of the video is genuinely the hardest for me to script. I like this game. I'm back. I'm back. And it introduced. All right. Man, if you haven't already, go hit the like button on this video for me. I saw a lot of people in the chat laughing, meaning a lot of y'all didn't watch the video. Yo, shout out to Obi Trice and T with the sub. So do me a favor. Go hit the like button on that video, bro. I appreciate it. Anyways, I'm back. Oh, my bad, dude. I'm back. Let's get back into this motherfucking news. Boom, 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 boom. Spider-Man 2 Death was good for what it was, but the first was so much better. I don't know about so much better. It's more so like it had a bigger impact because people weren't expecting that level of quality. This didn't have the same impact because it was just kind of more of the same. I think a sequel is very pivotal. Like for the second game, you really got to get it right and overhaul the mechanics. And like outside of the flight mechanic, I really couldn't tell you what's new in the game. It's just the flight mechanic and the story. Was that a droid call? You know it. Droid 24/7. All right. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer. Let's see. Somebody in the chat said they dropping too many trailers. Let me be the judge of that. Final Fantasy VII. What would you have changed for it? I would have put co-op in the game.
What happened to this place?
It was Sephiroth.
That's crazy. They low-key, they like if you didn't play the first one, they low-key kind of spoiled the ending. That's crazy.
Started and rule over the planet.
You coming?
Way ahead of you. We have to help them.
Let's get to work.
Do you think it would have got more praised if we didn't get the Miles Morales game? Probably, yeah, actually. I think Miles Morales hurt them more than it helped them, because that's, even though it's the second game, it was the third game in the franchise. That was the issue. I think what they should have did is they should have made Miles' story DLC, because it took place in the same damn city. They should have just made it DLC instead of in like a full-blown game, but I think they probably got greedy.
You are truly a model soldier.
We can handle this.
The unknown.
Claim our world.
Miles is only 8 hours. It really was. Miles Morales was DLC, but they released it as a full game. But it felt like DLC. They should have just made it a digital release. Said this is DLC. It would have lowered the expectations. But then on the flip side, like if they would have made a DLC, we wouldn't have gotten the classic quote, "The swagger of an exaggerated teen." They needed something to launch the PS5 with. That's what you think it is? Like it was a corporate move. Sony forced them to do it. But yeah, we wouldn't have got the classic quote from that joint. So I don't know. Yeah, I would have put co-op in it. And they could have did co-op for like the story, as well as like they could have had like a time trial mode. Because the thing everybody loves about Spider-Man is the combat, as well as like the Batman games. Let people play as Miles and Peter in like an endless kind of horde mode, or like a time trial mode where people got to run it up and get like the highest score. There's some things they could have did. It didn't have to be like super innovative. I think it just needed a little bit more on the package. Because one of the main things I saw people complaining with Spider-Man 2, even Spider-Man fans, was there wasn't even a new game plus at launch. You see what I'm saying? Like it just lacked the story and the content. The game wasn't long enough. If you're gonna go with a short game, should have added a little bit more content elsewhere. Knights of the Grey Fang. The thumbnail looks cool, but right off rip, this gameplay is not impressing me. This art style. I'm good off this fucking PlayStation 1 game. And you know the worst part is, you know that that document that leaked, well not leaked, they got hacked and put online. If that timeline is true, and we're getting Spider-Man Carnage, not Carnage, but Spider-Man Venom next, and then we're getting Spider-Man 3, we might have a case of The Last of Us on our hands again. Naughty Dog, I mean. We might be seeing Insomniac turning into Naughty Dog. You live long enough to become the villain type beat.
My city, yeah.
Because like when I saw that timeline, I'm like, we're getting a Venom game. I'm like, do y'all want that? Do y'all really want that? Because in my brain, that Venom game is going to be Miles Morales. It's going to be like 6 hours of you doing the same shit from fucking Spider-Man 2. It's going to be DLC that they charge a full game. Yo, shout out to K-Dot with the raid. I appreciate it. I'm like, just go to Spider-Man 3. God damn, bro. To me, that's milking the series. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, bro. So it's like, we gonna take, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but we gotta take I'm not gonna lie, Insomniac's kind of in a yellow flag for me. You guys are getting a little greedy. Make a new game, my nigga. My boyfriend probably does, but only because that's his favorite Marvel character. Should just be DLC. I'm not mad they're doing it, but yeah, I think it should just be DLC. Time for a Spider-Man break? Yeah. Like, I think it just should be DLC. Like, things that used to be DLC we're releasing as full discs now. You're wasting resources, man. Like, come on. Hopefully they do something cool with it. Soul Mass. Oh my god, I'm getting Steam Early Access 2014 game ass.
Each day, the weak perish.
Spider-Man 2 got hoed. This man's Siggy trolling.
Yet the strong among them will always adapt and survive.
The fuck am I looking at, bro? This just screams unfinished Steam Early Access fake game. No, thank you. Let's see. Banishers, Ghost of New Eden. This is the game about swirling. They haven't shown any gameplay yet, but I think we're finally got to get some gameplay outside of the swirling. A skilled basher. I'm getting kind of like a more fast-paced Souls-like vibe. They got active reload. What up, Finest does it? It looks okay. Looks like God of War gameplay. Yeah, this game is about swirling. You think I'm joking? When they first debuted the trailer, I think at the Game Awards, the whole trailer was just these two fucking making out and shit, bruh. Like, this damn Dr. Umar ass swirling game? What this game about, bruh? We just got some gameplay, January 15th. The Game Awards happened like, what, December 9th or some shit? Like a whole month later. Just for the game to look all right. Swirlers, the adventure, pre-order now. Look, you can't tell me this game is not about swirling. The game drops February 13th. What happens on the 14th, the day of love? They didn't want to make it too obvious, so they dropped it on the 13th. This is a game about swirling, guys. If you're into that, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, I'm just calling what I see. Yeah, Jungle Fever Survival. Jungle Fever, the game. Don't Flintlock look like this? Nah. Flintlock don't look like that. It's got a more of a cartoony style, Flintlock. When does that game come out? Of course. They're showing real Flintlock rifles and shit and muskets and shit. This is a trailer from a month ago. Did I miss this God Killer game? I don't remember this trailer. Bro, what the fuck is this damn icon in my face for?
Product not yet rated.
Where is this game at? It's supposed to be free on Game Pass. He said we swirling on Black History Month?
The gods and their armies of the dead seek to rule over everything we call home.
Oh no.
I'll be damned if I let that happen.
I think this was during the Game Awards. Really? I don't remember this trailer. I like the platforming though. The movement looks nice. Yeah, I don't remember this trailer.
God killer.
He said, hold up. Yeah, this is a game. This is one of the games coming to the Game Pass that you should keep your eye on. Get a nice little Pikachu demonic Eevee. The Siege of Dawn Flintlock. Will this be on PC? I don't know. You can Google it. It'll be on PS5 though, but I'm playing on Xbox because it's free. Flintlock platforms. Let's see. Flintlock game. Yeah, it'll be on PC. Yeah, PC, PS4. Oh, look. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All the PS4 players in the chat, you guys got a game. It's coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series. So really, this is more of a last-gen game. It's just the PC and the next-gen versions will probably be up-resed, but texture-wise, you guys got one. PS4 crowd, you guys can stop fucking crying that your 11-year-old computer can't play modern games. I repeat, 11-year-old computer can't play modern games. Take your PS4 and go play fucking miniclip.com, guys. We in another pandemic. Yeah, you part of the problem, Ace. You part of the problem. I didn't even go to the let me go to my feed, Lee. Be getting a Killmonger cosplay? I was before the time. Yeah, I'll give you that. You was before the pandemic. I'll give you that. You said miniclip. Yeah, you take your PS4, go play miniclip.com, bro. Go play the Teen Titans Flash game on your PS4. Rocksteady reportedly working on a non-DC game before Suicide Squad. What? Turn my shit back on. PS4 was outdated 11 years ago. You know it's funny? Don't let the PlayStation community hear that. You're not wrong. There's a reason why they put out the PS4 Pro so soon. Baldur's Gate 3 proves you don't need microtransactions to be game of the year. I mean, Elden Ring did that the year before, and I'm pretty sure the year before that there were other games. I like Baldur's Gate, but let's not glaze too hard, guys. Let's not push false narratives. UK retailer Game to seize video game trade-in staff says, "Oh no, the UK GameStop is going to be stop ripping people off." This is all stuff that I'm about to say. Elden Ring just did that. It's the thing that we be talking about. Recency bias. Recency bias is a real thing. The internet moves so fast, right? And it's not just video games. It's every community. The music, the movies, the TV, the games you play, the memes. The internet moves so fast, and you're absorbing so much content from all different forms of content. People are quick to forget things. It's why it's hard to be an artist, period, now. It's like I to a degree, I feel bad for like a lot of artists. I'm like, nobody really makes albums anymore. Like when's the last time you sat down and you was like, yo, you could tell this person cared about what they was making. People feel like they got to keep up with the latest releases. I feel like with the most game of the years don't have microtrans. They don't. That's what I'm saying. That article was hella glazing, just yapping. But like, what was we know Elden Ring was 2022. What was 2021's game of the year? It Takes Two. It Takes Two was a great game. I forgot that one game of the year. That was a great fucking game. No microtransactions. 2020. The Last of Us Part 2. The Last of Us Part 2. Well, actually, all right, so technically The Last of Us Part 2 does not have microtransactions, but every time I see this shit, I'm reminded that Ghost of Tsushima was robbed. The Last of Us Part 2 is the video game equivalent of, y'all remember the year Good Kid Mad City got robbed by, what was that whack ass album? That nigga that was rapping about thrift shops and shit. What was that shit? Macklemore. The Last of Us 2 is the Macklemore of gaming, bruh. Shit robbed Ghost of Tsushima. This is one of the few times where like I really don't be caring, because like long as you pick a respectable thing, I'm like, I can see why. Like a lot of publications pick Tears of the Kingdom to be game of the year, not Baldur's Gate 3. If you go look at like Game Informer, IGN, I think GameSpot too, something like that. I'm not mad at that. That's a respectable choice. I can see that. I was like, okay, I can understand why that's their game of the year. The Last of Us 2 over that this year, there was a definitive game of the year. It was Ghost of Tsushima. Get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit's the Macklemore. The Macklemore of fucking gaming, bro. This shit is the most fraudulent game of the year. This is the year Sony fans should have been mad, not fucking Spider-Man 2. What was 2019? Sekiro didn't have no microtransactions. Yeah, just further proves that article was glazing the fuck out of Boulder. And like, I like Baldur's Gate, but like, come on, bro. Most great games don't have microtransactions. That's part of the reason why people love them, because it's more old school. 100% that game, so you know I love that game. Exactly. This is the reason why I call Jeff a fucking bitch. I don't know about all that, but it's just games, guys. Like, I don't know about all that, but I do think politics played a role. He probably felt pressure to give it to Naughty Dog, because at that point, I do feel like Naughty Dog was still like the industry darling. I feel like Naughty Dog's become more of a villain over the last couple of years. But at that point, they were like the industry darling. And like, he probably felt pressure, like, just give it to him. Just fucking give it to him. Rocksteady reportedly worked on a non-DC game before Suicide Squad. What was it? That's right. Suicide Squad may not be a follow-up project to any cart-based Superman game as previously. A recent report claims the following Batman Arkham Knight massive 2015 release. Rocksteady took Arkham VR alongside another unannounced multiplayer game, which is allegedly set in an original franchise rather than the DC universe. Yo, shout out to Slate with the sub. I appreciate it. The Bloomberg report offers no other information regarding a supposed shelved original project from Rocksteady. It does, however, address the rumors of a possible past Superman game from the developer, calling it a rumor that won't die. States that the widespread allegation seemingly stems from James Signal's 2020 post on Twitter. What'd he say? Hearing from multiple sources that Rocksteady pitched a Superman game to WB as a follow-up to Arkham Knight. I remember this tweet, actually. Don't even know how the Game Awards works, but calling him a bitch is wild. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whoa, like, come on, guys. It's just a difference of opinion. Nigga said, I love that Ghost of Tsushima. We smoking on that Last of Us 2-pack, man. Jeez Louise. Like, take it easy, brother. Take it easy. I don't co-sign that one. Exodus. That's just a bunch of hearsay and yapping. Exodus release date, estimate, trailer, gameplay. Is this a new trailer? That's the only reason I clicked this. This is a new trailer. Extended story. Oh, I seen this. This is the 5-minute one. This is a game to look out for because this is made by a bunch of ex-BioWare developers. Like you said, Jeff funds that shit himself. What's stopping that nigga from taking a little briefcase from Sony? No, that's real. No, that's real. He funds that shit himself. And as you saw this year, one of the big criticisms, yo, shout out to JStar27 with the sub. One of the big criticisms of this year's Game Awards is it was too many ads, like too many game reveals and not enough time. I'm not gonna lie, I like all the game reveals. But I understood people saying that they didn't give enough time for the game devs to like speak about their passion and winning. I think that's a fair criticism. But because he pays out of his pocket for himself, who's to say that, like, you know, people ain't paying to be on stage? You never know. There's no proof of it, though. That's the thing. Maybe they genuinely felt like at that moment, Last of Us 2 was game of the year. Let's see. Ghost of Tsushima was incredible and the story was better than The Last of Us 2. All I'm saying about that game is that your past actions catch up to you. True. It was just a really good game. Like, that was the Assassin's Creed Japan that I feel like